welcome to Loaded Potatoes. I'm so excited to be here with our friend David Maldonado. And honestly, if you haven't, or if you don't have eyeballs, I guess you wouldn't know who he is. His amazing murals are all over our city. They're absolutely beautiful, super bright, and they're just amazing. And seen on Top Chef. Yeah, they're literally, he's everywhere. Once you go out and search him, you're going to be like, oh,
that makes sense.
That was his piece. Yeah. And for me, honestly, that's kind of what it was. I'm like, oh, that's that guy. I'm like, I see his art everywhere. And then, obviously, as we got to know each other, I think really when we got to like hang out was when we just went to Mexico. That was really cool, like an actual hang.
Yeah.
Because I like knew of you, and I followed you, and my God, I just remembered. I always wanted to get my mom one of those like bags you were like doing at the Galleria, like that you were painting on it. And then I'm like, God damn it, I missed it. And literally I would like randomly message a stranger, just be like, God, you did it again? And I didn't know. And I still to this day still haven't been able to get it when you were doing those. But yeah, I mean, I think you're just doing really beautiful work, and it's just really cool to see it expand. And even from the few years we've known you, it's just like you're growing so quickly, and it's really cool to see. Yeah, of course.
So you knew my work before Top Chef?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh my God. When I saw one of the pieces, obviously I'm in there, and I'm like, wait, this looks really familiar. And then after coming out, obviously, which I asked for, I was like, can I have that painting?
Yeah.
They're like, no. I'm like, God damn it.
I've stolen it.
I know I should have taken it.
I've taken stuff off, that's it.
But we did get like little bags with that
okay.
printed on it. So I do have a bag.
Yeah.
But from there is where I made the connection. But I used to follow you before I even like met you. I love art. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
You're bigger than you think.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling you, everybody's going to be like, oh.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yes.
That's crazy.
But like for you, I kind of know a little bit, but was art just something that was you for sure from like the get-go, or is it something that kind of
it's taken it's kind of up and down. So I was always creative. That's the question.
Same.
And so I was kind of the kid that was like drawing things for extra credit, or if there was like a group project that required drawing, it was me doing it. Yeah. So I was definitely always like very inclined into doing creative efforts. I was always really into music, anything that had to do with like singing,
which he has an amazing voice, guys.
Painting, drawing, sculpture, anything like that. Even if it was something that was out of my reach, I just enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, art was always kind of something that was there. I took a little pause on it after high school, but it kind of came back. I kind of just went for
where do you think you're going?
And so yeah, art just kind of like creeped itself back in, and I was focusing on just trying to figure out my life, but art still found me, so it was really cool.
Yeah.
When was there a switch where you're like, oh, this could be a career for you?
I was kind of pushed into it, honestly. So
as most things could be.
Yeah. So
you're
before I was an artist, I was a music instructor.
Mm-hmm.
So I had played guitar growing up, and I had learned music. I was in band, I was in different things. So I knew music very well. And I got a job right out of high school teaching. And so I was giving private music lessons. But at the same time, because I had focused so much on that, and I was making that a kind of a job,
yes,
I needed another creative outlet.
Yeah.
So I started doing art. I started getting connected with like local shows, local artists, reaching out to people. And it was a little hard. It was a little hard because I was young. I didn't have a portfolio. I didn't understand what those words meant. Like a statement. What's a statement?
Absolutely.
What kind of bio? What am I going to write about myself? I just graduated high school. You know, like
for sure.
I had no bio.
I like art.
I like art. I'm from Pasadena. That's it.
I draw.
Yeah, I draw. I have long hair. That's it. You know, and so I kept creating pieces, getting pieces in like local shows, like at Hardy and Nance, and anything that was a group show that was open for people, and I would just apply to that.
Yeah, so you're putting yourself out there.
Exactly. And in 2017, I got hit up by Adidas through Instagram, and I thought it was a prank. I was like,
Anytime
what?
that any
Who
social
does
media thing, even till now, you're like,
It doesn't make
what
sense.
is it?
Yeah.
What are you?
And
How do I
so
fact check
Because they're so casual about it. Like, they
Very
literally just
casual.
slide into your
Yeah.
DMs like, hey, want to work with you.
yeah.
And then you're just like,
You're like, it's a-
scam.
Are you real?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like this,
are you
yeah.
real? Especially at that time. That was 2017. I was about 23, and I really didn't know what professional
Wait, how
work
old are you?
was. I'm 32.
He's a baby.
Trying to do the math.
You're
I was
like,
you were
27.
23, I know.
So
He's now-
I mean, this is almost 10 years ago now.
yeah, it's about to be 10 years, and so they hit me up to paint custom cleats for Carlos Correa during the World Series, and that project really launched my career. So
like,
when you asked me
holy
like,
shit.
how did I step in? It was really just after that project, there was this like moment that I felt like a hometown hero, because I didn't have the education, I didn't have like the trajectory, at least I didn't think. And so to be found, discovered, brought into a project, do it
And a
well.
massive project.
On
It
a
wasn't
massive
something little.
project. And then it was big for the city too.
Yeah.
It did a lot for my self-esteem, especially for Houston coming out of Harvey, even for me being affected by it, going into a project like this, like it wasn't only a paycheck. It was kind of like a stamp of like, hey, you got it. You have something, keep going.
Pat on the
And
shoulder.
so there was a lot of press release after that. And that's what caused me
You're
to
like, Googleame?
yeah.
Googleame? You can
So I
Google me
got my
now.
job 4 months later. And that's how I got into
Yeah.
it. Yeah, because I was getting calls of like, hey, can you come paint this? And I really wanted to do murals. So I hadn't done any murals yet. And I started doing some,
You're like, I can try.
some very big attempts. And that's how I got to where I'm at.
You're like, okay. So yeah, he's not kidding when he was just like, I just kind of.
Yeah, there was no like, this can be a career thing. It was more of like, here's a career opportunity. And then I
You
took
just
it.
run with
and I
it.
ran with
I
it.
think we talk about that a lot, though, about just like allowing yourself to be open to all these opportunities that come your way, as opposed to actually dictating like the path that
Yeah.
you want to take.
Yeah, I think you try to look at B and C before you recognize A. And I think that sometimes it's just about recognizing that first step. And sure, there's a lot of steps that we take that might not benefit us all the time. I think the benefit changes and is subjective, right? Because there's a lot of things that I did from then to there that were, if you look at them, they weren't paying things. They were
Yeah.
things that I was doing for fun. But one thing I always tell people, it's like you want to speak into the microphone, but you haven't prepared the stage. And that's not for someone to come in and tell you to, hey, here it is. It's
Yeah.
like you have to make that.
Yeah.
And that
That's so
project,
beautiful.
Henry just got a lot. Yeah, no, you're like dipping in.
I was like, wow.
no, but
Can you, yeah.
But I think about it because
No,
that
it's
project
true.
was hard because we would watch the game. We'd have like a little 10, 15 minute like huddle and we'd speak about what the shoe was going to be. So I was painting representing Houston and then Chad Can't Color. That's his name, but he can color. He's a LA artist that was representing one of the LA players. And so we were in his studio in LA. So I was, whenever the Astros were in LA, I was over there too. And whenever we were in Houston, the LA artist came out as well.
Oh, okay.
And
awesome.
so I didn't have a studio back then. So shout out to a friend who had an agency that they were like, hey, you can use the place as a studio.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
everybody just kind of like started pitching in.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a beautiful moment because when I got that project, like I had an aunt that like gave me like a few bucks and then another cousin gave me like a battery portable charger. She's like, because this was my first time flying by myself.
Yeah.
First time getting in an Uber. Like I know that sounds crazy, but like at that time for someone like me, like I didn't, it was all so new.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't find the hotel when I got to LA. I didn't understand LAX. Like it was just massive and huge.
But you took the freaking leap.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is like spending so many nights like pulling all nighters prepared me for that project.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like sometimes a work ethic has to come first before those opportunities show up. And yeah, that's
Absolutely. And I mean, and it's funny to think about it because it's part of our process, right? And I think especially for creatives, like you have to enjoy your process.
Yeah.
Because you know that once you reach whatever goal, whatever that is, you get there and then there's something else after that. So it's enjoying that process, that ride, all the mistakes you have to make to know what's actually right. And not even right in the sense for anybody else, what's right for you.
Yeah.
Right. And I think we also grow up with the structure of like, this is how you become an architect. This is how you can become a doctor. This is how you become a lawyer. And those are structures so that like we have nothing else to kind of rely on or see as this is a path I must take. Yeah, as a template. So then it's hard for people to understand and grasp. And it's a lot of faith, just straight up. It's going to happen for me at some point. I just got to keep going. Most of the time it feels like it's not. Yeah. You're just like, I swear like everything's against me. It's swear.
Like a magnet, but you don't see the magnet.
But you don't see the magnet. Yeah. But making sure that you have that mentality to be able to attract that towards you. And that's how those projects just like come out of the blue. And people are just like, it just happened out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, it did. But mentally, I was trying to prepare myself to put myself in that position for that to fall into my lap.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, it's anything.
But then it looks so easy. You know, I think a lot of people see the end result and don't see where we came from.
Yeah.
You know, the struggles that we went through, all the hardship, the hard work, long hours, you know, the tears, the joys.
Missing of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, for our industry, like, I've missed every birthday, wedding, anniversary. You know, I was like, any special occasion, I was like, it's because we work in an industry where we have to celebrate other people's, their
milestones,
their milestones, everything about them, and don't get me wrong, like I love every moment. That's why we chose to be in the industry that we are. I was like, but there were a lot of sacrifices throughout the way that I think this new generation
wants to skip over.
I'm
like, I'm sorry, but like,
well, like the age of Instagram, social media, it's like you do get that instant gratification. You know, whereas like people like go on like TV or go on like their camera and it's just like boom, like you get like 100 likes, 200.
They're like, they love me. They really love me. Yeah. But it's in the the other side of that, like all of us use social media as a tool, as what it is and what it should be for the most part, used as. Because now, you're not just an artist, but you're an entrepreneur. Now you have to manage all these projects. I know your team is slowly growing because there's a lot more projects on your hands. It's like, I also understanding that like I can't do it all alone, right? You're going to need assistance. But knowing that like social media, like, of course I want to show you all the cool parts of everything I do. And not like the shitty all-nighters, exhausted, I'm missing this. Yeah, or like I hurt myself, for you, it's like, wow, you look so tan right now. You're like, yeah, man, middle of summer. And I got so many murals.
And I don't
just like last year, I was like, wow, you look so crispy. And also, mind you, he's just like, yeah, it's like 2 p.m. out there. I'm like, what are you doing?
I think you're in a jacket right now, too.
Yeah.
That's why.
Slash, maybe he's a little lizard. He likes the sun.
Yeah, I do like the sun.
But even with like, your art too, I did want to touch base on your music because it is one, amazing that you're just so talented, but it's really cool. Every time it comes out, we have a few songs here at June. Anytime it comes out, I'm like, oh my God, I literally tell everybody. They're like, shut up. They're like, shut up. But that, I feel like, I know it kind of like, you have it on like the side burner because you're talented, but you're like, well, this is, obviously the murals and everything has its life of its own. But is music like did it kind of like reverse now? Is the music your outlet now?
I told my therapist, I was like, it's almost like music became a new sense of exposure in the sense that like, you go to the beach and you take your shirt off, you're wearing your swim trunks, and then you evolve.
You're butt naked. Wow.
You evolve to like a Speedo, right?
Yeah.
And you evolve to a nude beach, I guess. But I was basically trying to tell him that like music sometimes feels like that underbelly that doesn't see the sun as much. And it wasn't always like that. It was reversed. And And it is a part of me that I want to bring out, but it goes back to what you were saying about the process. It's that some of the things that I sing about, write about, that are just for me and my iPhone's pleasure, that I don't show
we get
anybody.
Snippets sometimes.
You get snippets of it sometimes.
I'm like, so can I hear the rest of that song?
And there's
that
like,
was great.
Because I move on to it, and it's almost like that's become my practice, and I don't want to keep it like that, but I think I was getting to a point that I didn't necessarily enjoy that process because the milestones that you apply for yourself, you keep overpassing them, and you have to love what you do, but you have to love everything else around you that makes you do those things.
Yeah.
And I'm a big advocate for having a hobby outside of your career and your craft. Like, I see you doing sports, you doing your thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, it's amazing, but you have to have that.
You do. It's like you fall. I feel like you fall into this space where like all of a sudden like life becomes a little repetitive.
Yeah.
And then you do the same thing, and then you kind of forget the joy you had for the thing that you're doing, whether you're drawing or whether we're cooking and everything, right? And so then you remind yourself, or like do something to expand your horizon, and then it just reminds you of the bigger picture of like there's more to all of it. It's like, that's why we made pottery. I was like, I work out.
She got gardens.
She gardens.
I did painting.
I was like, she gardens aggressively and everything.
Aggressively.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
And now all our friends garden too, and I was like, I want no part of this.
Michael.
Michael just joined. Welcome to the garden club.
They're like showing pictures, and I was like, no.
You're like, did you see my baby plant? Look at my baby plant. Look how it's doing now.
Yeah, you eat it.
But it's like I tell our staff that too. I'm just like, oh, what'd you do this morning? And they're like, oh, I slept in.
I woke up and I came in, and I'm like, why?
Wow. I was like, so you just nothing from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. because you start your day at 1 p.m. They're like, yeah, I did nothing, and I was like, I mean, like if that's what you want to do, cool. I was like, it gets hard, I was like, your body, just putting your body through this.
Through it, and also understanding like sometimes there is phases where it's like I'm just going full throttle, nothing else is like this is all of it, and but you also have to think about it. Okay, this is just a short amount of time. It's gonna be like this for a few weeks. It's gonna be like this for a month, and understand that like okay, once things are put together, whatever you're trying to work on. You have to then take aside. They're like, okay, well, this day is not going to be too crazy. So now I set some time aside to do something creatively or, health wise, work out, do a walk, something to just, I think at the end of the day is just to better yourself so then you can really enjoy what you're actually doing all the time, because it does become repetitive. It does become the joy will slowly seep out. Is what kind of happens.
Yeah, it does.
And I think for me, there was a point, I was just like, and at some point we always talk about freaking COVID. But for me, like when that happened, I was just like, oh my God, I have no hobbies. I'm not taking care of myself. I going out every freaking night. Like it was horrible. And then when you take that away, you're just like, so now I can't do the one thing I was doing.
Yeah.
Which was my work.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God. And that for me was like, okay, you need to wake up and figure something out. And now obviously the goal was always to have my restaurant and do this. And now I have it. And I'm like, cool. Now I got to keep it open.
Its own responsibilities.
Yeah. Now it comes with responsibilities.
A lot of children.
A lot of children. And older children at that. They talk back.
Grown children that we pay to talk back to us. I was like, why am I paying you to get so much attitude back?
Oh my God. But, now it's understanding like, okay, like what are the things that are gonna put me in a better, healthier, mentally wise position so then I can maintain myself not only at the standard that I want to, but we understand as owners and
to do your job well,
operators, to do my job well, and that we are the heart of this space. We are the energy of this space. So like if we're not good, our staff's not gonna be good. They're like, well, if they're having a shitty time, why am I gonna have a good time here? Right? Like, why am I going to want to talk to these people? Because we all have shit outside of here.
Yeah.
And the goal is to create, for us, it's like a space that you can come in and like at least stop thinking about all the other bullshit, because we all have bullshit to come in. But like that means that we need to work really hard on us.
Yeah.
Right. So we understand that all that vibe and energy and everything that we're trying to work on, it's also to feed our team.
Mhm.
And it's heavy. You're like, oh God. You're like, so let me remember to drink water, eat vegetables, check my garden. Now I have a dog because I need more living things depending on me. How's your puppy, by the way?
Oh, he's doing great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I haven't seen your puppy. So like understanding that like it's a crazy balance of figuring that out, but especially I think for creatives, it's like we need it. Like we need when that's what feeds us. So we need to like I feel like we can't stand still. We got to figure something out, and we end up with 1,000 hobbies or whatever. What was it like? Not a what is it like? Not a master of trade, but like hobbies or something like that. I got to figure that one out. It was really funny. Sue sent it to me, and I was like, oh my God, that's me. And it's like this girl like going out there like cutting a branch over there. I was like, now I'm gonna trim this tree. But it's things that like again, it's to mentally feed ourselves and our energy to keep going because it's heavy and it's a lot of work, especially for artists and creatives because when it becomes your job, now you're asked to be like, be creative. Here, create something.
Yeah, it's
here, go.
You're like you are creating something out of nothing, and you're hoping that somebody appreciates it as much as you do, values it, and purchases it. That's hard.
You're like, you like it?
Yeah.
Do you like it? Would you pay money for it?
Yeah.
Do you get that question all the time where they're like, "What inspires you?"
I do. Yeah.
And
it changes.
And like every time someone asks me, right, they're like, "What inspired you?" And I think they think I'm about to say like, "Oh, like the apples," or I'm just like, color. I walk around, I look at the sky, I see the blue in the sky, and I think of like, and then the brain starts like flowing. Like it's not just one thing. It's just life in general.
I think people ask me that question, and sometimes I give an answer like that. Sometimes I give an answer that's a little bit more honest, and but sometimes it's a mixture of both. If you do ask me what inspires me,
you're like now. Right now?
Like right now? What's funny is, back to the other question that you asked, Evelyn, it's like sometimes I'm painting and I hear a song and I'm like, man, I want to go play right now. And then I'm playing music and then I get on Instagram and I see somebody painted a mural. I'm like, man, I want to paint right now. Yeah. Because it's like there's that FOMO of just so many things that you enjoy. But my inspiration, man, I'm kind of going through that right now where I'm trying to figure out how to let loose. I've made a pretty hefty career just, doing a lot of commercial work and a lot of murals for a lot of communities. But like you said, Evelyn, like you have to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. And right now I'm trying to figure out what exactly that means.
What does that mean? Yeah.
For me. Because it changes. Like at the core, I'm still the David that was, over 10 years ago, who was just aspiring to do something. Mm-hmm. And now I get to walk into a studio. I posted the other day, like my studio used to be just a tiny little corner in my bedroom, and now it's a space. And that's intimidating sometimes. Even I'm sure walking into your own restaurant feels
it's a responsibility, right?
Yeah, but you see it and you're like, there's so much opportunity and like space around it that you can do things, and it's like, well, what do I do?
Yeah.
And I feel like that sometimes at the studio where I have all these canvases all blank.
You're just like,
and I'm like afraid to like, do I touch it? Do I like stain it? Do I mark it? Do I whatever, and that. And
you do like one dash. You're like, oh, I don't like it.
Yeah. and I think the fine line between why and what I consider art to be sacred, and then something that is can I sell it? Mm-hmm. And that line
is that balance of like, am I going to enjoy it, or is someone going to want to buy it?
Yeah.
Well, not here.
Yeah, tell him he can come back in a bit.
Come back.
Just kidding. Yes.
We'll be done in like 2 seconds.
Pest control's trying to get in, guys.
Okay.
We're trying to have a moment here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But anyways, it's Houston weather, and we need a spray in here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Speaking of spray your house, anybody? But it is true. It's a different kind of weight, right? And then, like you said, inspiring to have your space to be able to create. When it all started, you were just creating for yourself.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, I got to create for myself, stay true to myself, but also try to find that balance of what are people actually want to purchase, and are they going to enjoy it as well. because it is cool that at the core of it is still you, right? It is your creation. It's your idea, but it's like balancing that with what is going to bring them joy.
Yeah.
You know, from something that stems from me.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You know?
And sometimes it's
like,
not
what?
about that. Sometimes it's just about like creating space so that you can create things that bring you joy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of times that I do take that risk where I'm like, this is not for anyone else but
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. You know, and I kind of felt a little bit of that with that project, with the cleats. It's like there was people that already knew I painted.
Yeah.
And when they saw that, even they were like, "Oh, is he actually that good?" and
You're like, yes.
and it's like, it's okay if you don't think that,
Mm-hmm.
but there's somebody who does appreciate the work that I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's a reason to keep going for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, yeah, too, it all goes back to feedback, and that's the biggest thing with creating any type of art. It's understanding that it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
There's stuff that I don't like, you know. Everybody has, it's all personal opinion,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, I know I'm okay with it not being for everyone. But always, again, it's a balancing act. It's trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be haters, you know, in any industry out there.
Are you doing it right? If there's
Yeah,
no
whatever.
haters?
Yeah, exactly. Whatever you want to call it or not. People who don't like it, haters, people who just think, you know, you're a horrible human being, not just for being yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, who don't even know who you are, who don't even know who we are, and everything.
As a person.
Yeah, I was like, you just see the facade that you put out. You know, people who do more commercial work, or who people do more like localized work for, like, you know, a nursery home or something like that.
Still
Yeah, I was like, you still gotta put yourself out there, you know, and there's like a balance between it all. And I was like, and all of it's good, you know.
yeah.
I was like, someone wants to buy this out.
Yeah, there's also too, like, we've had it and we've heard it before. People were just like, oh, like, they sold out to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, absolutely, take it. Give me that check. You know, because at the end of the day, it's like, I'm a creative. This is one creation.
Yeah.
I can create more. I can come up with something else. What you can't sell is my freaking brain and my creativity. Like, that is
You're
me.
like, I'm not
That
gonna
is
stop
mine.
making.
But we
I'm not going to be, I'm never going to stop
we
creating.
give recipe. People ask us for recipes, and we're like, here you go.
I'm like, here you go.
Yeah, we literally give them our, like, print it out, like, and give it to you. And they're just like, aren't you? And then we're like, what? Afraid? Like, no, like, you know, it's like,
This is one sauce I made.
You know,
like,
you're not gonna
it's
make
gonna
and
be
break
fine.
me. I was
Yeah.
like, if this is gonna make and break me, I was like, I have other problems.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You know, and it's, and
And also, are you gonna make this at home? Because there's like 100 steps. With like 10,000
But are you
ingredients,
really? Yeah, exactly.
Or 10,000 ingredients to make 2 portions.
they're like, you know what? I'm just gonna come back.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
It's honestly cheaper to come here and let me make it for you than you getting all these ingredients to make it.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, you let me worry about that. Do you really want to see my dry storage? It'd be massive, Dave is in it. Like, it's a lot of stuff and a lot of things. But yeah, to me, it's like, it's that going back to the creative. It's just like, that is what we're working on, and it's a constant work on ourselves, right? And like, okay, how do I stay creative? How, you know, what feeds my joy? And it's not selfish at all, because, you know, some people are like, oh, well, this and that, but I'm like, no, it's not, because from me stems the livelihood of a bunch of people that thankfully I've been able to create that space for. And from there, other people see themselves and think, oh, maybe I could do that myself.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, go for it. Especially in culinary world, in the arts, it's just like, it's hard to see yourself, right? It makes it a little bit easier now with social media that we can hit, kind of like get into different spaces that we couldn't before. I mean, in different countries, it's amazing. Again, when it's used as a tool, it's really, really useful. But it is like, okay, I grew up watching all these chefs. You know, for me, it was like Food Network, right? And I had all these cool chefs, whatever. But I'm like, maybe 2 were Hispanic, right? None were female, right? It was like the one, Aaron Sanchez. I thought he was cool. Mara Batali, Emerald. I love Emerald because he just reminds me of my
I
dad.
did love Emerald. I still do.
I mean, the man's still alive. The man's still alive. I was like, wait.
I remember
But it was just like, oh my God, that's so my dad. You know, like, just such a showman and, like, always wants to, just the excitement over food, you know?
Yeah.
So it was that for me. But I think, you know, it's, what I was trying to say was just like, it was not only creating this for myself, but then also to just inspire other people, because that what keeps us going. I feel like, I mean, we're inspired by our city. We see different chefs, and I think that's really cool within the Houston community for us. It's just like, we understand that there's room for everybody, right? And then we're so open to like collaborating and creating, because at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm getting inspired by working next to you, and just not only working alongside you, having other people's food, experiencing other people's art, really inspires me and brings me joy. So then that really helps us keep going and creating spaces like this. I mean, you know, thankfully you got to make it to one of our art shows. They're coming back. We're working on them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have one next week, actually. Oh God, is it this week? It's this weekend.
Nice.
We got one coming up. But yeah, we're trying to work on that too.
It's not
I was
gonna
like,
come out this week.
well, just follow on social media to see where it's at.
That's awesome.
Do you have any like cool project or something you're super excited working on currently? You're like everything. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's even better.
Oh my God. It's so juicy.
Yeah. Can't talk about
You're like,
that
yeah, but no one can know.
I don't think I can talk
I mean,
about
I think we have a lot of World Cup stuff coming. Are you going to be dabbling in that?
I'm not sure yet.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's a lot.
I did a lot of those
There's a lot.
soccer balls, but not
Oh, I
the
did see a
official
lot of
stuff,
soccer balls. Yeah,
but
yeah.
I have a lot of other projects that are kind of keeping me heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, keeping me grounded. Because if I took on anything else, I would be a little bit afraid for myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, we're excited to see them
Yeah.
though.
I'll see them soon.
Yeah, you're like, you'll see. Just follow me on social media. Handle Bean. But anyways, I definitely want to thank you so much for coming in
Sure,
and
thank you.
catching up.
Thank you.
And like I told you, don't be scared. I'm like, we're really just talking. And it's just really cool to see our friends and people we can generally call friends doing so well, and you know, just putting amazing art out there, being murals, being food, being just creating spaces for people to feel happy and seen. So it's really cool to just have you in here and be able to talk, and hopefully people get inspired.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
go mural hunting. There's a lot of them here in Houston.
There is.
Yeah, I know. They're
lot.
everywhere. But yeah, just want to
It's a
thank you
great
so
community.
much.
Thank
I know,
you.
it is really cool. Yeah, we're very lucky to be in Houston for sure.
Yeah.
But
Thank you.
catch us on the next
you,
one,
guys.
guys.
Bye.
You have one question.
Oh, yes. I almost forgot. No. It's not that heavy. It's not that heavy. Don't worry. How do you like your loaded potato? You're like, oh
That
no,
was a
I
question?
was stumped. Yes.
Oh, I would just go.
You're like, I don't like potatoes.
No, I do. I think I haven't explored that many kinds. I would just say like any traditional like loaded potato.
You
gotta
would
have the
think
green
people be
onions,
saying some
bacon
stuff.
bits,
Bacon bits. We
You
got
gotta
bacon
have
bits.
the-
Yes.
the cheese, the sour cream, and I don't know. I think
I did stump them.
jalapenos for sure.
Jalapeno. See, no, people get in there.
I don't know. I think I don't know, some. I don't know.
Yeah. It's not that crazy. That's good.
It's not crazy.
I like
yeah.
bacon, bacon bits and
That's
bacon.
great, yeah.
Yeah, bacon bits and jalapenos, y'all. You heard it here.
You heard it.
You're the first one to say jalapeno.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Really?
saying. No one said
No one's saying
jalapenos.
spicy.
Am I the
We had
first,
someone say chives. I was like, ooh, you bougie.
first Mexican on this podcast? Other than you?
You're like, I'm right here.
I have to think about that.
You're so stupid. No,
Oh, no,
we had
Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah,
You're so
Victoria.
stupid.
Oh yeah.
She's like loaded up with cochinita pibil. No, I think I didn't even get to ask her. We just thought about this one. I was like, oh my God, that'd be so funny. But anyways, now you know it. You know all his secrets. You can get him with a potato with jalapenos. But we'll get you on the next one, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And bye.
Bye.
Bye.